June 21st, 2016. A follow-up video from yesterday's New York video. We talked about the video that came in kind of as a warning. And let me clear this up. Many have said that that video was old, but parts of the video had been used in a previous ISIS video that was showing scenes from New York, and they had put that in with this, and that's what one of the groups there that had analyzed it said, that parts of it were old. But what happened this morning goes along with exactly what I was talking about in the video. Now, I want to point this out. The names of the people or their nationality has not been reported yet. The 3 were arrested with multiple loaded guns, knives, body armor at the Holland Tunnel on the way to New York City. If you guys remember, yesterday in the morning, Loretta Lynch released the transcript of the Orlando 911 calls. Well, they had been scrubbed, and the terms of referring to Allah had been replaced with God, and any reference to ISIS had been scrubbed. Well, there were outcries from different groups, and the reporter even at the White House claimed that Obama didn't know anything about the scrubbing, but immediately after that, Loretta Lynch released the unscrubbed versions, they say, or the FBI did, and it's just transcripts. It's not audio, so it's very suspicious on that point with really what was said. They say in between Mateen and the police on the 911 call. The reason I say it would be interesting to see or to hear the audio is what was really said. Who did he really blame? Did he mention anyone in Washington that was behind this? Why is it so important to hide that information? And why are half the time when we see crime rate or these type crimes or these type arrests, they won't tell us anything about them? It's because of the agenda, that we know that. But they're not even reporting the actual crimes that are coming in from the illegal aliens. It's amazing if you look at the numbers on it. I'll get into a little information on that, but let me finish this article. It says 3 people were arrested with multiple loaded guns and knives, ballistic vests at the Holland Tunnel Tuesday when police stopped them for driving with a cracked windshield. The 3 individuals, 2 men in their 50s, a woman in her 20s, who may have been from Pennsylvania, were stopped on the New Jersey side of the tunnel around 8 a.m. A search of the vehicles revealed this weapons cache. The gun seized included long-range weapons as well as a handgun, camouflage helmet with what appeared to be night goggles were also recovered. 2 senior law enforcement officials say that 3 suspects are so-called gun enthusiasts and have no connection to terror. He said there's no known threat. The 3 people told the officers that they were going to Queens to rescue a woman that was being held against her will. Whoever they were going to rescue her from it must have been at Fort Knox or something. But again, the reason I'm reporting this is because I think this type of information is being hid. They don't want anything to do with Islam and terrorism tied together in the public view. I'll show you one other thing. This report is also coming out today. It says, released criminal aliens committed nearly 10 times more crimes than Obama administration told Congress. Think about that. Lying to Congress. I wonder what that would get you and I, guys. I wonder what that would cost us. This goes on to say that the Obama administration grossly misrepresented the number of crimes the criminal aliens it released from custody in 2014 went on to commit, and it said it increased by tenfold. This is, again, the Federation for American Immigration Reform, called FAIR. According to FAIR, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, records the Immigration Reform Law Institute, IRLI. They obtained via Freedom of Information Act. The request, by request on FAIR's behalf, revealed that 30,558 criminal aliens released by ICE in 2014 committed 13,288 additional crimes unreported. But guys, if you go back to the report that ICE gave to the House Judiciary Committee in July last year, it said that there had been 1,423 additional offenses. But the real number, instead of 1,400, is 13,288. You wonder why the Border Patrol is behind Trump? It said these criminals that were released, that went on to commit the additional crimes, they had convictions for homicide, kidnapping, assault, rape, drunk driving. They went on to commit new crimes, according to ICE's report to Congress, including vehicular homicide, domestic violence, sexual assault, DUI, burglary, and assault, rather than in dangerously political-driven policies that have put a total of 85,000 deported criminal aliens back onto the streets in the last 3 years. ICE tried to hide them by providing grossly inaccurate information to Congress and the American people. In April, ICE revealed that it released an additional 19,723 criminal aliens who had a total of 64,197 convictions, among them including 101 homicide convictions. Let them go. Guys, what if you and I did that? 216 kidnapping convictions, 320 sexual assault convictions, 1,728 assault convictions, 12,307 DUIs, and this was 2015. Now, in response, the House Judiciary Committee, Bob Goodlatte, warned that the administration, Obama's administration's immigration policies are creating a sanctuary for tens of thousands of criminal aliens. It says the American public has been misled by the enforcement priorities, deferred action, and executive action policies of this administration, which categorize only certain so-called serious criminal aliens as worthy of detention and then removal. Guys, we're the largest per capita prison nation on the planet, if you're an American citizen. Goodlatte said in a statement, despite its rhetoric, the fact remains that the Obama administration continues to willingly free dangerous criminal aliens, allowing them to continue to prey upon communities across the United States. It's the New World Order plan. Chaos. Order out of chaos, guys, and it goes back to, in many videos, I have read the Albert Pike letter about bringing on World War III. It was to turn the Muslims against the Christians and so forth, and to release the nihilists, the atheists, create the wars, create this chaos. We see it through the political world, also at the conventions. Soros has admitted today that he is for wide open borders, and that's the main problem in Europe now, is they have borders, and that he's behind paying for many of the problems here, as well as being for pushing open border policies throughout the world. They have no shame. They now have no reason to hide this. But the reason I report is because they don't want you to know. It's a heads up. Be safe.